What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Give it a second before we get going. A lot of y'all already in here. What's up, Hamiltonville Farm? Tammy, She's Gone Country. Pam, Alicia. Doing my best, Jennifer. George, Sweet and Sour. Kind of like that name, Sweet and Sour Homestead. Tammy, I don't know if you noticed, but you got a blue wrench now. As some people come in, I'm going to be adding a few more moderators just to have a few more in the background for us. What's up, Don? So we'll get into some things here in a minute as some people join in, but how has your all's Monday been? Ours has been cold and rainy. It seems to be the trend here, which it always is. Hey, Grammy Karen. Hey, Never Enough Time. What's up, Angela? Stepping Back in Time, Kentucky. Deborah E. Hey, Green Dream. JNC's Oregon Homestead. Dana and Patty. Greta. Food Forest Next Door. What's happening? The Tinker's Wife. So sorry if I missed some of y'all's name. Y'all know I'm not near as good as Jen reading all this stuff. My eyes getting bad on me. Hey, Cecilia. Joyce. Amy. Edwards Homestead. Sharon, how are you? Laura. Mama Bear. All right, y'all rolling in now. So it's been just cold up in here. Winter is officially in Kentucky. There is no looking back now. So now it's just thinking about the garden. That's exactly what we're doing. And looking forward to Christmas, but knowing that bitter, bitter cold is right around the corner. So today, I want you all to please ask all your questions. As usual, I'm going to do my best to make sure I can read it. I will do my best. I think I got this. I think I got it. I am thankful for the razor. It's so funny. I mean, I don't really necessarily, you know what, that's a lie. I do mind a beard. I am not a fan of it. I can't get used to it. I can't handle it. It's always all up in my area. Every time I know I could trim more to probably make it better, but I think I'm just going to be the beardless homesteader. I don't think I can have it long term. I'll talk about Jen in a second. I'm just waiting for everybody to get in here because I'm sure I'll get asked the question a million times. I know that's where everybody comes to see. I'm sorry. I just had to hit reconnect. Hopefully we're still here. Give it a second. I'm sure I'll see some buffering. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Nobody yet. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It just had a moment of itself. Okay. Where is she? She ain't here. So, I thought about it and debated it, so I really don't want to get too deep into it. But if you were on our live last week, you know what happened. If you saw our video, you know what happened. It kind of happened on our live. I thought about what I was going to say, but then I realized that, we're just 100% honest with you all, and that's the way I'm always going to stay to be. So, honestly, just too soon. It's just too soon from what happened last week, and I don't want anybody to think that this has anything to do with fear or nervousness or anything in the lines of that. It's literally just about being too soon, and that's it. So Jen is stepping out of this live. You all just have me tonight. She may pop in if she feels like it every once in a while throughout the live. But it has nothing to do with fear or showing someone that they're wrong or about winning or losing. That has a lot that we've heard is that, don't let them win. And I don't want anyone to think about that, because Jen is the absolutely strongest woman I've ever met in my entire life. It's the reason I married her. And thankfully is the reason she married me, because she is the most amazing woman in the entire world. So when she tells me it's just too soon, I don't ask questions, it's just too soon. So the reason that we did decide to still go live is because we do still love you all. And I don't want you all to think that Jen not being here has anything about that. Like, her and I both still love you all with all of our hearts, just like we do every other week. It's literally just about being too soon from what happened last week and just needs a little time. So thankfully we were able to still do the live, and at least get out here with you all and kind of hang out and talk. And then as time passes, maybe Jen will be back on the lives. It's just whenever you go live, think about like TV itself. When you go live, now those are mess ups and stuff that the people have, but sometimes it's a scary situation, and not knowing that unknown that could come, it's a little nerve wracking sometimes. So when you put yourself out there and you don't get to just sit back and delete comments as they come in, and it's not in the moment, it's a lot easier. So when you do it this way, sometimes it can be a little nerve wracking, and not necessarily even nerves. It can just be fear of unknown kind of thing. So that's all it is. That's why she's not here. That will change as time progresses. But we want to make sure that YouTube stays in a positive light for both of us. And for that to stay that way, Jen needs to step away on this one, so we don't see any more negative and cause any more frustrations towards doing YouTube kind of thing. So that's where Jen is. She is around. She's watching. She's always watching. And just know that I love her very much, and that she will be back in here at some point. So, back to the day. We had a pretty good day. It was a pretty good day, back to work after the Thanksgiving holiday. We got some stuff done around the homestead early this morning before I had to get back into work. But I did get a battle wound pretty bad. So you won't actually see it in the video tomorrow, but I'll talk about it a little bit. Mr. Charles Manson finally won one battle. He's never going to win the war, but he did win one battle. I don't know if Jen's going to post it on Instagram or what at all, but he got me right where my knee bends, about the height of him with hooking a horn. Right there, right at my knee on the backside, and he scraped it pretty good. He didn't puncture; he just scraped it, kind of like a grind. And so I'm nursing that. Thankfully, I got Jen, so she was able to help me out a little bit. But yeah, he definitely hit me pretty good. And all I was trying to do was help him, just trying to help him out, keep him warm with a little straw. Daggone Charlie. And Samson Farm, I tried your thing, pulling his beard. That did not phase that crazy son of a gun at all. I think it made it worse. So this is one part that takes a little bit getting used to, is trying to read comments and having that what do they call it on the radio? Radio silence. So y'all just bear with me while I get adjusted to being a solo. He is an ungrateful jerk goat. Yeah, and see, so Charlie has two moves. That's all he's got, and I've learned them. When I come in, he walks away. And at first, I think we're okay. But then he turns around, he does that rare, trying to go for the buck. I'm ready for that. Grab him by the horns, we're good to go. Well, I can't hold him with two hands, because if that's the case, then why did I even go in there? I need at least one hand to do what I came in there to do, which was throw straw down. Well, when I got one horn, he does this, I'm going to cuddle you move, is what I call it. He goes and rolls to the side of me and kind of pushes against me like maybe a dog would when it wants to get rubbed. Well, when he does that, that's when he got me. because I thought we were being cool, but then he tucked his horn right underneath the back of my leg and reared up on me. He's made the move a million times, but he got me this time. Pam, the co-crops are doing great. So the one bed with all of our salad greens, salad mixes, they're getting bigger and better. We're actually starting to clip them and eat them for salads. However, our other bed with the kale, I think I'll put them in a little too late. It's just as soon as I planted them, we've just been cold. So they haven't had much growth, but they're not dead. They just haven't grown very much. So I'm not feeling very positive about unless they just hold on for a long time until we get warm again. But I'm not feeling extremely positive that they're going to do much. Oh, the deer got yours. That's rough. Venus, yeah, he is trying to be the dominant male. Like I said, he'll never win the war. Just every once in a while, he'll win a battle or two. So, our Thanksgiving was great, man. That video is doing amazing. You just never know with YouTube sometimes. Like, we know everybody that's watching this live right now, we know y'all are going to catch every video there is. But, sometimes you'll get a video that does for our case, and I know everyone's different, but we'll get some that do like 2,000 or 3,000 views, and then we'll get some that get up to the 10,000 mark, which they're all amazing. But, sometimes when we do just kind of personal life vlogs, like the Thanksgiving was, they're usually fairly low when it comes to the comparison to the other ones. But that Thanksgiving video is really just kind of blowing up, which was awesome. That was a really fun one to make. Grammy Karen had us cracking up. Everybody in the family had us cracking up. It was just a 100% fun, hilarious video. And I think it showed our family so much on how we act in a day-to-day basis. And old Aunt Patty, I tell you what, I think that might have been my highlight of the videos. She was really making me laugh. That was super funny. But our Thanksgiving was great. I hope your all's was too. I've really enjoyed listening to some of your all's traditions in the comments and hearing about your day. That was really cool. We've also got Christmas going on really strong around here. I think we're finally hitting the spirit pretty hard, and I love it. I had mentioned it before. I cannot stand winter. However, I can until the holidays are over. So at least there's something to look forward to. And Jen has made me a Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's nut. I love it now, and it's all thanks to her, because I loved it before, but I wasn't this into it as she's made me. And of course, kids help out with that a lot, just because it makes the spirit even stronger. So we did do some Christmas shopping yesterday. I got a big chunk of that out of the way. We didn't go Black Friday just because we spend time with family on, no, I guess that's Thursday night. So we spend time with family on Thursday evening, but that's when Black Friday starts nowadays, is right after you eat dinner. So we watched Christmas Vacation, enjoyed that, and then Friday we just kind of hang out and spend time together. Usually we're a little backed up on getting some chores done, so we have to do that. See, I know I saw some questions come in. Since I am here by myself, if you do have a question, please make sure that you do put it in caps, because when I look down and they're scrolling, that's the first things I can see. North Star Prep Center is food the way to your heart. Yes, it is absolutely the way to my heart. What's up, Mark? Yeah, DJ, we cut out right at the beginning, but so far it seems good. If you are having some little buffering issues or anything, just try refreshing your page. It still might be caught from when we did that. So just take it down, pull it back up, and hopefully we're good. We don't normally have buffering issues, but at the very beginning it had some issues. What's up, Bub, from Getting Started on Homesteading? Oh, Miss Daisy, what do you think you're doing? No, ma'am. You get your booty on down. So Miss Daisy has became indoor dog. Another one inside, y'all. There's only one left that's outside. We're going to end up with big old Snow Queen Xena in here. I can just see it. At some point, it's going to happen. But Miss Daisy has become used to the warmth and having a good time, but she is a nosy little puppy, so we got to keep our eye on her. Yeah, Westland of my, it's naked again. Peanut Peppers, what happened to y'all's intro music? To be honest with you, we are just trying different things out. So our intros became a huge staple at for the longest time, pretty much the whole length of our channel once we started them. Um, but yeah, so we tried them out. They've been doing great, but we have noticed now that we haven't created a new intro in a while, there is a ginormous drop off when people watch that. So it's just stuff that we're kind of watching on YouTube analytics and things, not looking too into it, but we're kind of testing things out, seeing how people like just maybe a short funny clip at the beginning with just our logo and then jump straight into the video. So intros aren't gone. We're just kind of trying some new things out. That's what you got to do with YouTube is keep trying new things to try to keep staying fresh. Amy R, let's talk about Buddy the Elf. Yeah, we will try to do as many updates as possible without wearing everybody out. Right now, Buddy has been hanging on the windowsill, which you all will see in the video tomorrow, because he wanted a higher view of everyone. Oh, there's a super chat. I think I'm a little far behind because I think Jen already thanked you. But Don, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. That's very, very sweet of you. The elf did move in okay. I mean, they're extremely excited about it, but they're also a little nervous. They like keep their eye on him to make sure that he hasn't moved. And like last night, he rode a little, and so because they couldn't see him, and so now they can, and so that's kind of keeping a little eye out. Hey, Big Bear, thanks for joining, man. It's no problem at all. Raylan just took a tumble. Yeah, Carrie, she said I fast forward through intros when I've seen them a bunch of times, and that's kind of what it is. If we make a new intro, we might be okay and bring them back in there, but we know we've kind of wore out the 4 that we had quite a bit. So we may shorten them, we may do something else, but that's just kind of the stuff we're just trying out. Jacob, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but Jacob's asked who plays our music for our intros and then sometimes that we play in the middle. That is Nicholas Jamerson. He's a good buddy of ours. He's here local in Kentucky. He's a big dude, big star. We know each other because we actually went to college together. And he allowed us the rights to play his music on our YouTube. And so he's an awesome guy. We only play a very few amount of his awesome songs, so please make sure to go check him out. His name is Nicholas Jamerson, and you can find that on any major music app. Angela says she grew okra for the first time. Do I replant each year? Yes, you do. Hello to everybody just jumping in. Thank you all for joining. So today, we made one of those purchases that you've been talking about and planning for such a long time, and you needed it, but you had to wait until you saved up enough to where it wouldn't hurt you. After you made the purchase, you still could enjoy life normally. And my goodness, it took me, Jen and I was looking at it last night, and we was hoping maybe there would be more of a Cyber Monday deal today, so that's why we waited till today. But it took me, I promise you all, an hour and a half to actually hit the checkout button. I just couldn't do it. I kept asking Jen, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure we should do this? Is this okay? And Jen's like, yes, for the millionth time. I've told you, yes, it's okay to make this purchase. I was like, okay. And then I would hit it, and then I would stop, and I would just look on my laptop, go back to reviews, check things out, and she'd be like, did you do it yet? Like, no, I haven't done it yet. And then finally I clicked the button. But we finally purchased a desktop computer. It's one of those things that it's like Jen and I's Christmas present to each other, and also the kids because they need it as well, and Wyatt's been wanting a computer. But the way we're looking at it, because we don't necessarily like spending money on just fun for me and Jen. Everything kind of has to be a little bit of an investment or a major use for something, especially a large purchase, because we don't just have money rolling out of our ears or anything. So when you make something that's big, you need, it's helpful to have some kind of benefit behind it. So we're looking at it as an investment because it's coming right back into YouTube. So it'll help us do a lot more editing options than we can right now, just doing it on the phone. It'll allow us to just do a million more things. Plus with Wyatt's homeschool, but it's a major benefit. So, it's like, even though I've done all the math and I'm like, it's going to be fine, we're fine, everything's fine, our favorite saying, it still makes me nervous, because then it's like, okay, something unexpected is just going to happen and we shouldn't have spent that money because we needed it for this. But everything is great. It's just more of me being weird when it comes to money. But I'm super excited. We saved up because we knew we wanted a iMac. But we didn't get like an iMac Pro or anything. We got like the cheapest iMac desktop there is, which anything Apple is not cheap. So we got that. It's going to give us everything that we need, external hard drive with it, so we can make sure that we don't lose any videos or anything like that, and we can really just be fully functional. So I'm excited about it. I hope that it reflects over into the videos, because that's one of its major focuses, is being able to give you all better videos. So, hopefully our content is always there, but hopefully the editing just kicks it up a notch. So we're excited to have that. And thank you all for it. I mean, honestly, it's thanks to YouTube, because we wouldn't able to really have been able to purchase it if we didn't have that extra that's coming from YouTube. So thank you all for watching our videos, because it's gratefully helping. And like we always say, we like to put that money right back into giving you all better videos. So that's what we're doing right here. Well, y'all are rocking and rolling now. I don't know if my computer is just late, but the comments are rolling in now. I did see North Star Prepstetter ask if we are still going to use Nicholas Jamerson as our music guy. Yes, absolutely. Just because the intros might not be in there, that doesn't mean we're going to stop using him. Actually, he's in tomorrow's video, because I have a very short fast forward clip, and I'll play him. So the only reason we don't like playing him in the background is because all of his music has lyrics in it, and sometimes that can mess with our voice when we're talking. So we just try to stick to strictly instrumentals. So that's why we only play him when it's either an intro or if it's in a fast forward thing. Jim and I said no, so they're rolling like the Amtrak. Okay, good, then it's not just me. So I'm so sorry if you all just sent a message in the past minute and a half. Please send it again, because that was crazy. Okay, so Tabitha says she's a first-year gardener, had something odd happen. I planted lettuce in like the pack said, but they didn't sprout until 1 month later. I watered it regularly. Do you know what I did wrong? Kind of confused. It honestly would probably depend too on how you did it. So first off, did you plant it indoors, outdoors? Were you using grow lights? Were you using the greenhouse? And then also, how deep did you plant the seeds? So most of your salad greens are about a 1/4 inch deep, because they're a little bit on the smaller seeds, so you don't want to plant them too deep into the soil. That could have been the reason why it took a little bit longer, because it had to grow through the soil a little bit farther. Secondly, if you were maybe doing it outside, maybe it got a little too cold, and so it took a little bit longer for the germination rate to happen. If you did it inside, it could also have been that it was too hot, because salad greens they don't need to be too warm to germinate. So that's just a little bit of kind of the things, but ultimately they germinated, right? It might have been a month late, but you successfully germinated the lettuce, so that's an extremely major plus. So don't think too much into it, because you did do it right. Serenity Hills Farm, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that super chat. We very much hope you have happy holidays as well. That's amazing. Very much thank you. Freedom Homestead, I don't know how much you all can see of the wood burning stove, but yeah, The dogs, they just all go around the wood burning stove. They all lay around it like they're going to catch on fire. It's pretty wild. I don't know how they can stand it. Sometimes they get up panting like they are about to have a heat stroke. But they love it. All the animals love it. The cat gets so close to it, looks like she's really going to catch on fire. Mary Cody, hey Zach, are you still going to put those windows around your front porch? Yeah, I am. I know it sounds crazy, but it's still absolutely the plan. I had mentioned it before. That was the one that was going to be mine and my stepdad's project that we were going to do. And then he passed away, and so I've just kind of postponed it. But that was going to be now. It would have been like our last one. However, we also got all of our dogs out front, so they kind of need the room, and it helps keep them out of the rain. So I just haven't put too much of a rush on it, but maybe next year. When are we going to have grandbaby goats? So we are actually bypassing this year for our does. It's their first year of life. They're not even a year old yet. So just to play it safe for them and make sure they have a good, long, healthy life, we're bypassing this year, and we will give it again next year. Hey, making lemonades from lemons, no problem. What's up, City Stead? Yeah, fine solo tonight. I hope everybody had a good Black Friday, Cyber Monday, finding the deals that you wanted to have and didn't splurge too much and get things that you didn't need to have. Because that's always the best, right? You get back and then you got a bunch of stuff and you're like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have got all these things. But hopefully everybody had a nice, slow and easy Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It did snow here a little. I mean, it was very light. Extremely, it didn't stick anywhere, but you could kind of see a little flurry coming down here and there. Loving Abbey Farms. It's hard to have baby goats. You just had a kid, and I want to keep them all. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Simpson Farms. It's the windows that we now have that are covering the carrots up, which are still doing good. But we was going to kind of make a sunroom, window sunroom kind of thing, so we can use that to just have more growth. Really, I think it was the main focus on doing more of Jen's tea and herb garden year round, so we could have them all out there and she could easily get to them because it's right off the front porch. Jacob, are you going to go zinnia crazy in the spring? You better believe it. I'm going to absolutely go nuts with zinnias. Sorry, I was just trying to read some of the comments. Yeah, I talked about Jen at the beginning of this video, or live, and I know she's in the chat. But if you want to go back and hear the story, you can catch it right at the beginning. Once we get done here, you can rewatch. It's, I think, just a couple minutes in. Stepping back in time, Kentucky. Get him down on the ground and set straddle of him until you can get up with him without him trying to get up. Okay. Might have to get my Rambo on and go do that. Oh, I did hear on Baker's Creek. So we talk about Baker's Creek often, about the 2020 C catalog. I saw someone comment, and they're going through a few changes and stuff, and they had a couple issues. I think not issues, but just a couple setbacks with the printing. So I think they said that it would be sent out within the next week or two for anyone that hasn't got their catalog yet. Also on their online site, I think if you have an order history and you're trying to get back to that and some of your previously ordered seeds, I don't think it's showing immediately or right now. They're going through some technology changes as well there. But to what I understand, they will be back. Just be patient with them. Yeah, Appalachian. I'm sorry, y'all know me. I can't pronounce nothing. But yeah, like I said, I think what we understand, it's going to be a week to 2 weeks out. We haven't got ours yet either, so you're not alone. Evelyn said it works. So she's done it with bossy dogs too. Cool. I will give it a try. Mallory, that's awesome. You're going to be at Alpha Cucumbers. They do. They grow out your ears. That will literally be the only cucumber we ever grow. Jacob, what events are you going to next year? So right now, the first one confirmed that we know is going to be the Shindig. We haven't fully decided on the gathering in that Deep South Homestead host in Wiggins, Mississippi. The only reason is the distance. It's just so far. We went last year, and it's hard on the kids and us and Grammy Karen because it's about 13 hours when it's all said and done to get down there. But the first one we know we absolutely will be at is the Shindig, which is Roots and Refuge and VW Family Farms. So we will be to that one. We know we'll be at HOA again next year. And then we know that we will also be hosting our own again next year. We haven't even started thinking about it yet. We'll start thinking about it in January and start sharing that information out. He said, better put your football gear on. Yeah, I better when I go tackle friggin' Charlie. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but the Louisville Cardinals, let's not talk football because we're past this weekend. But today, the Louisville Cardinals basketball is the #1 team in the nation now. So after a bad weekend, that was exciting news today. All right, so since it is just me, I'll probably wrap it up a little earlier. So let's give like a speed round. If you have some Q&A questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Just anything that you all have. And then we'll probably start wrapping this up tonight. Oh, Two Family Homestead does have Single Dad Homestead on their live tonight as their guest. We love Chris. He's been in our house. We love him. They're good friends of ours. So if you can, go check that out. And then, of course, also Freedom Homestead will be live right after us as well. Tabitha, thank you so much for that super chat. Let's see, you asked the question. In-ground or raised beds, which way do you prefer? What is your favorite thing to grow besides zinnias? So first off, thank you very much for the super chat. So I like them both. I honestly don't have a preference for each one. The thing about in-ground garden, you have a whole lot more space with a lot less money. I don't have an issue with that. I like it. But then you also have your back breaking getting down there. Have to worry a little bit more about weeds. For raised beds, you can control it a lot more. So usually the dirt that's in there has probably been purchased, or you've already composted and built it up yourself, whatever it may be. But that soil is about the best you're possibly going to get on that soil to start out with. So that's a major plus right there. The soil also always stays loose because it's loosely packed in there. It's not actually in the ground. So you can hand work it very easily. We've gotten our biggest tomato plants out of raised beds. It's a lot easier to us to grow your in-ground vegetables like onions, carrots, garlic, stuff like that, just because that ground is so loose and it just does so well in there. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, if I have to choose when it comes to actually growing the vegetables, I love the raised beds. However, if you have the time and are able to actually compost and really get that tilled garden up to the basis of your raised garden bed soil, then you'll be doing the same. So, I mean, I don't have a preference over the two. I say definitely do both. We really liked our tilled garden for our really big plants, like zucchini, squash, and then a lot of our trellising plants like the squash and the pumpkins and such like that. So that just gives you a lot of room to spread out in a tilled garden or just in-ground garden in general. Whereas in a raised bed, you don't really want to put one zucchini plant in there because it's going to take up a lot of room. So do both and make sure that you just plant it accordingly. Sorry, I went long-winded there. Sharon, You know we love you so much, Jen. Take all the time you need. Zach is okay, but he is not you. Amen to that. I agree with you. Allen Farm, we will do loofah again next year. Jen and I both fell in love with it. Tabitha, my goodness, thank you. Another super chat. Do you guys plan on selling any products like Jen's tea or lip balms? So yes, we do plan on doing that. Just not immediately. You know, this year we didn't know YouTube was going to grow like it did, or if there would even be a want in Jen's products. But you know, YouTube's done what it has, and people do want her products. So I think next year she's going to have a focus on doing it on a more of a max quantity, instead of this time just doing it more for our house and family and friends. So yes, be looking for that for next year. DJ, do you all tilling compost? I have all clay, thinking of trying it. We have all clay too. I mean, it's just straight clay here, and it gets really, really muddy and just clumps together like nobody's business. So yes, we do put in compost. Now, you don't always have to till it in unless you're doing it right when it's about time to plant. So right now, if you have some compost, throw it on that bed. Yes, it's better if you cover it up with a tarp or something, but you can just throw it on top of an already tilled area, and the worms are going to pull all that down, so you don't have to break your back tilling it all in. And then so next year when it's time to do it, it's already soaked down into that clay soil, and it's great. And if you have an extreme amount of clay, you can throw a little sand in there too, to help out, and some mulch and different stuff like that, leaves. That'll help keep it broken loose. Sherry Mize, how are y'all's carrots doing? They're doing great. They're still growing up really well. For everyone asking where Jen is, I had kind of went over it at the beginning of this live. So when we end, just jump back on, catch the first few minutes, and I gave that host bill. She's fine. She's fine. She's not sick. Everything's good. Yes, be it alpha cucumbers. I did see somebody ask that. Abiding Acres Homestead, where is the shindig? The shindig is the first weekend in April. I want to say it's like the 5th or 6th or something like that. But it's in Arkansas. Yeah, right? Why am I messing with it? Arkansas? Yeah. Sorry. So it is in Arkansas. It's Roots and Refuge Farm and VW Family Farms. They host it. So you're good to go there. If they're going to post a video, I think they said this week, about more of the stuff. Is she entering?
Sketchy.
Is she entering?
Scoot over. Hey, y'all.
Let her talk for a minute. Jen's here.
You tired?
I'm not tired. I feel like all I've done is talk, which I know most people are like, well, that's what he loves to do.
Good at, yeah.
But
You're a
still,
good
after
talker.
a while, I need that.
Hopefully that's not too loud.
What? Oh, the chair
Scooting the chair.
There it is. Now watch the comments roll. We'll
Dogs
jump
are
up
going
like
crazy back
100
here.
viewers and everything because Jen's in here now.
That's not true. I love you. You did great. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. How are ya? I was trying to watch the comments on the phone and also trying to keep up with the dogs. We've got, which I know he talked about it, we've got 3 dogs in the house tonight. Sadie is officially, or not, wow, I said Sadie. That's sad.
I miss Sadie.
I do too.
Sadie was my girl.
I do. Daisy is officially an inside dog at night, not during the day though. At
Daisy
night.
reminds me a lot of Sadie though.
Yeah, she does.
They're quite similar.
Their personalities are very similar, but they're just hovering. I don't know. I mean, they're
Rusty's kind of acting like he needs to go outside, and when one starts kind of acting up, they all get a little riled up.
Julie said, what's on your must-grow list for next season? We love you guys so much. Thank you for being awesome, kind, loving people.
So we will do a video completely about that, on things that we are absolutely going to grow in 2020. So it's kind of up in the air right now, but from our garden this year, things that we 100% know, it's going to be the Be It Alpha cucumbers 100%. That will be the only cucumber we grow.
Exactly.
The pink...
If we need them, though.
That's true.
I don't know that we'll need cucumbers
That's true.
year.
There is a plan, which we kind of did that this year a little bit. If you have a smaller garden, it's not spread yourself too thin, so it's grow like a mass amount of a few items. That way your preserve lasts 2 years. So then the next season you won't grow those few items and you grow a few other items, if that makes sense. The pink ox hearts, tomatoes, we love them. They were great. And then probably the Bonnie's Best.
Yeah.
Those are right now, at least in my head, are our 3 that we will 100% grow next year.
Agreed. Farmstead Talk said, Jim, what is the best way to contact you? Probably Facebook Messenger. So that's my personal Facebook Messenger. The Stivers Homestead doesn't give me notifications all the time when there's messages sent. Sometimes it does it late. So if you message my personal Facebook, I will most likely get it. Sometimes it goes to spam too, so you just never know. Let's see.
Someone said, you're both amazing, but Zach does look happier now that Jen is back.
No.
You're right. And it's not because I was nervous or I felt issue. It's just we're a team and we're just better together.
Yeah. He made me go live when he was in Chicago that one time, and that was fun. You remember that?
I do remember that.
I went all by myself.
I was in
crying halfway through.
I was in the Uber with my boss, and he's like talking to me about work, and I'm trying to watch the live, and I was like, I feel bad. I was like, can we get him in? It's like 9 o'clock at night. let me do this right now.
Somebody had asked, I don't know what it was, but asked if the Shindig is a big event, and it is. The
Very
Shindig is huge. It was huge last year. This year it's going to be astronomical. It's going to be crazy. Gardening from scratch. Thank you so much, y'all. Hey guys, how are your loofah drying? Mine are drying out so slow. I've opened some, but most are still green. Same with mine. I've had about 3 that have turned brown since I picked them, and that was, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
It's just a really slow process. I've only had 1 rot, so that's not bad. I mean,
but it was a very young one.
Yeah.
We really didn't think it was going to make it anyways, but we were excited.
Yeah, but it's just a slow process. If they could be out in air, it would be quicker, I think. But ours are in our pantry, so
they're hanging.
Yeah. Let's see.
To family, we'll see you later. We'll see you in a little while.
Perfect Provision Homestead said, how do you do Super Chat? Okay, when I started that, I said it. I thought you were asking how do you use Super Chat, which we use for every animal feed, basically. That's what we use it for. But how do you do it? I thought she was saying, how do you use Super Chat?
Oh, what do we use the money for? Yes, okay.
But how do you do it?
If you're on your laptop, right below where you comment, there's a little money sign. You click that, and then you can do it. And I think it's the same on the phone. It's just a little money sign down there by the comment thing. Let me let him out.
Man, he smells that.
Come on,
isn't it? Hey, Fallen Angel, welcome to the first live chat.
What?
Hey, Michelle P. Rusty smells like a dead animal, so that's fun. He just rubbed him slobber all over me.
Oh,
shoot!
Sorry. Back. I did.
Hey, Lavender Crow from Nova Scotia. That's awesome. You're not late. We've been on, or he's been on for about 40 minutes now, and I just showed.
Feels so much more, just so much better.
Yeah, Kathy said, Zach, now you know how I feel going solo.
yeah, for sure. I don't know how you do it. I mean, it's fine, but it's like in your head when you're reading a comment, like you start feeling the pressure of the radio silence. Like it's like, I need to say something, but I'm also trying to read comments.
You did great. But we're in full Christmas mode around here.
Yes, we are.
Full Christmas mode. We did another round today. You saw yesterday on Instagram that we did the first round. And then we did another round today, Cyber Monday. You gotta love Cyber Monday. And I think we'll probably have a last round for like family and friends later on.
Oh, that's what I forgot to mention.
Towards the month.
That's another thing when you're solo. Everything like you're in your head to talk about it, it just goes away. So a lot of people have messaged us and asked about the kids and gifts and stuff like that. So we have added a few things that they have asked for into our just normal Amazon wish list. So if you are interested in that, which you 100% do not have to, we're just doing it because so many people have asked. There is things in there for them if you do want to purchase something. And what we're actually going to do is we are going to save them. We're not going to open them up as we get them throughout this month of December. If they come wrapped, we'll just put them right on the tree. But if they're not wrapped, we're going to wrap them and put them under the tree. And we'll write who they're from to the kids. And then on Christmas morning, we're going to video the kids opening and us opening gifts and all that stuff. And so they'll open your gifts on Christmas morning just like you're part of our family. as we see you all.
Yeah, I think that'll be really awesome. Like the kids got some stuff for their birthdays, which was really cool, and we saved it. And some of them came wrapped, and then the ones that didn't, we wrapped up and we put your names on there, who it came from, and all that stuff. And they are so thrilled over that. They absolutely love it. How are the plants in the greenhouse?
We actually don't have any plants in the greenhouse right now.
Yeah.
However, tomorrow you'll see what we're going to start doing in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
In our video. So in our greenhouse, how we set it up is basically just for seed starting right now. But this is going to give us that first step to actually growing in there. What we're doing is the plants in the hoop houses, which are in the raised beds, which might have been what you're talking about. I don't know, because it's kind of like a mini greenhouse. But they're doing good as well. Everything's surviving the code.
Carrie said, Zach, love that you're using the tumbler.
I love this tumbler. It's my favorite one.
It's awesome.
I had another one that I've been using, but this one's awesome.
Let's see.
Jessica asked for a greenhouse for Christmas. Very cool.
Aww.
You'll love it.
You will love it if you get one. It is such a special place. And a lot of people have been asking for greenhouses for Christmas, and their husbands are building them, and they're just gorgeous.
I think I built ours, in February last year, or January, or something like that?
Yep. That's awesome. Are you still canning, Jen? Not as much. Here and there I will do like beans and stuff like that, but the bulk of the canning is done. It's just kind of whatever comes at this point, and at this point it's more dried goods, that I try to stock up on from the winter time. Yeah.
You start getting into new things.
I do. I love fermenting in the winter.
Because we don't do a whole lot of that in the summer because it is strictly just 100% canning all the time. So when it's wintertime, we're still preserving just in different forms to build those skills up too.
Hey, Sammy Joe. Hey, my quirky quarter acre. So I'm saving up for my greenhouse. I can't wait. That's awesome.
Super cool.
Monday nights are my favorite, the geocache family said. Ours too.
Oh, Tammy, that is the greatest news ever. My only wish was to have my kid for Christmas. My wish is coming true.
Aww,
that's amazing.
It is.
Grace, what do the kids think of Buddy the Elf?
They love him.
I had mentioned it earlier, but they love him, but they're also a little nervous.
Yeah, they're a little nervous about it, but mostly they love him.
Yeah.
They're just getting used to it. This is the first year we've done it, and I swore I never would, but here we are. Wyatt asked, word of mouth got around, so we're doing it. Kentucky Faith Haven Farm said we're building our raised beds out of free cedar from my husband's workplace at the lumber mill. That is
very cool.
Awesome.
That's it kind of sounds like our ones that we get out of that slab, but you got cedar, so you're going to last literally a lifetime with those things.
When you harvest meat chickens, do you can them or freeze them? So initially, I'm going to freeze them, and then I will pull them out and can them. But at first, freeze just for convenience. And
because then it'll be canning the chicken, also making bone broth out of everything. So
pantry's coming good. It's going really good. It's almost done, really. We just have a few more shelves to build, which are on the list, but it's going really well. The chicks are good. The meat chickens and the turkeys, they're doing great. And the Rhode Island Reds are doing great as well. They're officially with the rest of the pack, and they're running around, and they get in their own coop at night and roost, and they're doing really good. Do you boil your turkey bones? Yes. No, did I? No, I did not. I had planned to, but it just didn't happen. It got away from me. Things got crazy with trying to get the house back to normal and all that stuff, so I didn't. But I'm going to make broth out of our meat chickens and turkeys.
George said, I honestly didn't know what I was going to do without a Stivers Live tonight. That's the kindest words that we can. A lot of people had said that, and that's just really cool that we have become your 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Monday night, and that's it. That's just super cool.
Yeah. Good night, Appalachian Mercantile. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful night. We do not. Mellow Meadows, we don't have the pickle, but I know that's a huge tradition for some people.
I've never heard of it.
It's a pickle, so you hide it, and whoever finds it gets...
Because it blends in with the tree.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. We didn't. We've never done it, though. We should. We should start doing that. We have so many traditions we do. We have an advent calendar that they move. We have the elf on the shelf. We try to read books most nights out of the 25 of December. What else? We try to do a Christmas activity every night,
Mm-hmm.
like making cookies or watching Christmas movies, stuff like that. Going out and seeing Christmas lights. It's all a huge thing.
Sorry. Naturally Nancy cracked me up. It's like watching Hee Haw with your grandma. You miss the heck out of it when you don't get the date.
Oh my goodness. I can see that.
I can't see it. It's like me watching Gunsmoke with my stepdad.
Yep. That's funny. Well, I'm just glad y'all are here. Dawn said I made corn pudding. It turned out great. It's a
Awesome.
keeper. So glad you loved it. We
People
made it
burn that
again.
corn
Yeah.
spoon bread up.
Yep. We made it again for Thanksgiving, and it was a hit. Thank you, Lavender Krause. She said, love your new pantry. Madge the gardener said, I love your channel. It's very inspirational. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Practical Pixie said, can I burn untreated wood posts without a sealer or oil and use them for a raised bed? Love y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said all the right things there. Because I didn't treat mine with oil or anything. It's untreated slabs. It's untreated wood. I burned them, and you're good to go. The oil in the sealant is more of like for, yes, it protects, but it's also to make it look a little better because, I mean, you're just going to kind of have seared wood. But absolutely you can.
Yeah. My Quirky Acre said, we have a Christmas tree spider. It's a great story. I bet that is. Our kids would be freaked out. Oh, man, they'd be scared to death. A lot of people are saying they do the pickle. That's cool. I have heard that it's pretty big. Mela said, Zach, I think my kiddo has a crush on you. What was the best dish at your Thanksgiving dinner? The Naked Gardener said. The ham.
It was the ham.
The ham
Up top.
was... and I didn't make the ham.
The
He
chef,
made
the cook. I won. No, just kidding.
The ham
Everything was delicious.
It was just so good. I don't know why it was different.
I'll never be
Well,
able to do it
it was
again.
cooked on the wood stove.
It was cooked on the wood stove all day.
Yeah, and it sat in a pan and its juices.
And I kept pouring the
Yeah,
juices
kept-
back over top
You
every
know,
hour.
what do you call that?
Basting.
Basting, yeah. Kept doing that.
And then it's
It
a brown
was just
sugar.
a good ham.
I make
Everybody
a
talked
brown-
about the ham. They were like, that
They
was the
did.
best ham I've ever had.
And I always make a brown sugar ham. And the only thing I did
Yeah.
different this year was we cooked it on the wood burning stove.
Yeah, it had to be it.
Because I normally smoke it.
Yeah, you do.
Actually, out on the smoker outside. But yeah, the ham did fantastic. Karen thought I'd burn it.
Yeah. Prayer Girl and Cowboy said we enjoyed our ham too. It was just a good ham.
Sherry's Kitchen. Do you ever go to the Lights in the Little at the May Cavern? We did once.
We did 1 year. It was when I was pregnant with Wyatt.
And honestly, it was a lot of gas
It was
fumes.
a lot of
'cause
fumes.
If you all don't know what we're talking about, so in Louisville, Kentucky, there's a cave.
Yeah.
And they do lights, Christmas lights,
But
and
you
it's
can
really
drive
cool.
through it.
Yeah, you don't walk, you
Which,
drive through it.
when it's busy, that means you're kind of like sitting in line in this cave in your car and everybody's fumes are coming in. We kind of ended up all being sick, and it was not
Yeah.
the best time.
So it was very pretty. It was a very neat experience
Yeah.
because you're just in a cave. Or
Yeah.
They call it a cavern, which was really cool. But we actually go to the Lexington Horse Park
Yeah.
in Lexington,
Which is
Kentucky.
so much fun.
It's very cool. It's called Southern Lights.
Yes, I think so.
So
it's at
they-
the horse park, yeah.
Yeah, it's a campground, horse park. So you drive through and see all the same lights as you
Oh
would
man,
anywhere.
it's the lights are incredible.
Yeah.
They spend thousands and $1,000 of
They do.
putting on these lights.
And which is crazy though. That's just the intro.
Yeah.
Because then you park and you actually
Yeah.
go into the park
You
area
see
and you see
Santa.
Santa and they got all the.
You can ride camels. You can ride horses.
Once
they
again,
have
it's
a
one of those places.
parakeet exhibit.
It's one of
which
those
is
places
cool.
where we pay for
Yeah.
animal food and then we go feed goats and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm going. You know what we should do?
What?
We're gonna bring our own feed
We
this year.
should.
I'm just back it in
Bring
my
our-
back it in my
You
pockets.
get the ice cream cones and put the feet in there.
Ask him, say, can we have some ice cream cones? Oh,
Yeah.
No feed. I got that covered.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
We should. That's funny. Take our own carrots. Oh gosh.
Jessica Dawson said the Santa pigeon line is outside this year. Well, we have already seen Santa, so we might
have.
bypass that.
Yeah.
Quietly. Also, we
They
only see
can't hurt
one.
you.
But we only see one Santa because it's get the confusion out
Yeah.
of the way.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no kids watching.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we just think, which we did at the candlelight tour downtown. So that's when we do our Santa trip. What's for dinner this Christmas, Jen? So we always have ham and mashed potatoes, green beans, and rolls. That's usually our Christmas dinner.
Chris is much more laid back.
Yeah, for breakfast we'll have like a Christmas casserole type thing.
Are the dogs barking to keep predators away? No, that's just Rusty.
Yeah, he just barks.
He barks
all
at
the
birds
time.
all day, and we have some buzzards that roost on our tallest tree that are in
Yeah.
his eyes, and he watches them all the time.
Yeah, he does.
And he cannot stand them. He can't stand any bird, rabbit, and we
And
got
the
a bunch
funny
of
thing
rabbits.
is, they're always there, but he never gets used to them. He's so mad that they're there. I guess he's a good guard dog, though.
Yeah, that's the thing about a dog that barks. Sometimes it's aggravating because normally they're barking at nothing.
Yeah.
However, that time that they may be barking at the right thing.
Yeah. Jessica said, we do too this year. We got to experience the alpaca mating in the petting zoo. I was informed thanks to Roots and Refuge. That's funny. So last year when we were there, the alpacas were fighting. They were like full on spitting at each other and going at it. I mean, they were mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Good night, Wanda T. We're wrapping it up too. So he had already mentioned it, but Two Family Homestead has Single Dad Homesteading, which is one of our great friends. His mama, Carolyn Prevette, is on here. He's going to be on there live tonight, so that's awesome. And then also our great friends, Freedom Homestead, will be live at 9 too, so you can catch both of them if you can, and if not, just toggle back and forth, and
Yep.
it'll all work out.
And real quick, I need all of y'all to do me one favor. A good friend of ours, he's now a new moderator, Samson's Farm.
Yeah, I actually posted
Oh,
his
you
link
already
earlier.
did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to kind of acknowledge it out loud. We don't do a whole lot of shout outs and stuff as often on here, but when ones feel right and we really want to push it and we really love the people, we do. And this time it's
we love Nathan.
It's Samson Farms.
We love Nathan, we love his wife, and we love Temperance. She's just
Absolutely.
precious.
And it's kind of funny. Last night we were talking about like if we were to like have a YouTube compound, who would it be? And like the first
both
person
of our first choice was
Nathan. So if one of our moderators, or I don't know if Nathan's still on here, he might be moving on. If someone can share his link, he's so close to 1,000, which is a very big milestone for YouTube creators. That's your first big step on getting monetized. You need the subscribers and you need the hours watch time, but you got to get them both. So if you all could help us out and just go give him a little love, go check him out, see if you like him. Check out a few videos. Don't just catch one and base judgment or whatever it may be. Watch a few. See if you can fall in love with his family like we have. So thank you all so much for doing that. We love him and we love his family.
Yes. Thank y'all for all the encouragement tonight. I really appreciate it. I love you all so much.
Yeah.
I do.
Thank you all. Thank you for hanging out with me for like the first 35 minutes.
You did great.
Do better with my team.
We're a team.
That's right. That's exactly right.
We are. He does, Samson. Nathan, you do know stuff. You know all kinds of stuff.
He does know stuff. Oh, he does all kinds of woodwork. He's
Yeah.
given us so many things.
He's the okra guy. He's the okra guy and he's the quail guy.
I give you the pepper guy. He got some killer peppers.
Yeah.
In his
Sorry, I was
garden.
just watching us high five. It was cute.
Oh.
All right, we love y'all. Y'all go check him out. Make sure that you show him some love. He is awesome. His family's awesome. And you will not regret it. And we love y'all so much.
Absolutely, and thank you all so much for the super chats. We really appreciate it.
Yes, so much. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving and get those Christmas plans going because it's coming.
That's right.
We're full Christmas around here.
And maybe next week it'll be both of us for the full hour.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, love you all.
Love y'all.
Until the next one.
Good night.